I would like to explain to you, in light of Greta Thunberg and other chicken little tactic child stomping crybullies, essentially pushing austerity and control freak mentality over others with an environmental theme, what the scam of carbon credits really is. Regardless of what you think about how or why or how much the Earth is warming, the proposed government solutions don't even lower greenhouse emissions. All they do is create an expensive middleman. The normal process, as it stands now, is like this. Raw resources are processed by factories and businesses into finished products, which consumers buy, so their money goes to the factory, and some pollution will be made in this process. The government solution is the exact same thing, only they allow more pollution so long as these factories and businesses buy carbon credits from the IPCC, which is just a clique of elitist control freaks that say you have to buy carbon credits for us so that you have an allotment of how much you can pollute, how much you can produce. Which means it's going to cost more for factories and businesses to make finished products, which means it's going to cost more for consumers to buy these products. It's just like a sales tax. What happens when the sales tax goes up? Let's say it goes from 6% to 8%. Does the factory actually pay anything more? Not really. You do. Every item in the store just goes up 2%. It's whatever the price was plus the tax. If the tax goes up, then the tax is higher. And all that happens is you have to pay more when you go shopping. It's not really a punishment on the factory. It's mostly a punishment on you, the public. That's who's really going to have to pay for the carbon credits. These people will make trillions because there are so many products and transactions, and if they have to buy carbon credits because the government forces it, then they have a nice middleman that can profit from pollution. That doesn't mean they're going to make less pollution if they're making profits from it. You have carte blanche to make as much as you want. Double the pollution we have now by 2030, no problem. There is an extra layer of evil here, though. Smaller businesses, in agribusiness especially, you've all heard the cow farts motif. They have to decide whether they want to sell their allotments to a third party or purchase credits themselves, but they're only allowed to produce X amount. Well, these bigger businesses are happy to buy from the smaller ones rather than from the IPCC, which they're allowed to do. But that would give them a tighter monopoly around distribution, because these smaller factories and businesses, why should they produce and work when they can just sell their allotment and make money from that? And so your ranches and all your agribusiness is going to get more and more monopolized, which takes out competition, which means the prices are going to go up. In addition to that, they're going up because of this carbon credit system. So they're going to make more money. They're going to make more money. And you are either going to have to buy less stuff, have less stuff, or pay more. And you usually have to pay for things that you can't say no to, like gasoline. You just have to have a certain... Not many people just drive around for fun. They drive to work and back. They drive to school and back. They're not just driving for the sake of driving. Most people don't even like to drive. They just do it because it's a necessity. It will not curb pollution. It has nothing to do with the environment. This is about creating a middleman so that they can enrich themselves off of the process of people buying things. They're using Chicken Little tactics to scare you into saying that the end is near. And they have government-funded pressure groups to get the Paris Accords signed by different nations. Pollution is not reduced. Production and consumption are simply made more expensive by creating a do-nothing middleman under the theme of environmentalism. And a lot of these environmentalists, if you scratch them, they're watermelons. Green on the outside, red on the inside. Communist.
Be sure to smash that like button, share, and subscribe. And you can get a whole lot more content by following us on Patreon.